The yellow-legged gull, Larus michaelis, a protected species in Italy, has experienced a demographic explosion across Europe over the past 50 years. The population increase of the species has been accompanied by the colonization of urban environments, where gulls have begun nesting on rooftops. In Venice, the first observations of urban nesting yellow-legged gulls were recorded in the early 2000s, with 24 breeding pairs estimated in the whole historic center in 2005. Over the past 20 years, however, the urban population of the species has grown significantly, also favored by the uniqueness of Venice, which is surrounded by its lagoon, offering abundant natural food sources. The demographic growth of yellow-legged gulls in the city has led to intensified interactions with humans, making coexistence more challenging. The main issues include noise disturbance, particularly intense during the breeding season, the opening of garbage bags and spreading waste across streets and canals, conflicts with commercial activities, predation on other urban wildlife, and stealing food from restaurant tables or directly from people's hands. To reduce these conflicts, the first major change in the city took place in 2016 with the introduction of the door-to-door waste collection system, a new project approved by the Municipality of Venice. Under this system, the ecological operators go house to house collecting domestic waste, which can alternatively be delivered to temporary disposal stations located in various areas of the city. In March 2017, the first monitoring campaign of the yellow-legged gull began in selected districts to assess the effects of the new waste collection policy on the species' presence and behavior. In 2018, the first comprehensive monitoring of the urban yellow-legged gull population was launched, with 16 strategic observation points distributed across the 6 districts of the historic center. Monitoring was repeated in June 2021 and 2024, also to evaluate possible demographic changes linked to the reduced human pressure during the pandemic. Estimates based on the distance sampling method indicated 3,350 individuals in March, 3,000 in June, and 2,700 in November 2024, showing a stable trend since 2018. In June 2024, 337 breeding pairs were estimated in the city, a 34% decrease compared to 2021, when 500 pairs were estimated. Possible causes of this decline include building renovation works, which, in 2024, affected many city rooftops, significantly reducing suitable nesting areas for the species. Spatial data allowed to create a density map of the yellow-legged gull urban population. Areas with the highest number of individuals are central zones with open spaces, food businesses, and high tourist flows, conditions that generate large quantities of street waste and facilitate food theft from passers-by. The most frequent behaviors and interactions between humans and gulls were also mapped to identify critical areas and plan targeted interventions. A survey was conducted to investigate the perception of the species by residents, workers, tourists, and visitors of the city. Results show that more than half of the survey participants believe the urban yellow-legged gull population has increased. a perception that clearly contrasts with monitoring data, showing a stable trend in the number of individuals using the urban area across years, and a clear decrease in breeding pairs since 2021. The use of ultra-high-resolution aerial and satellite images was tested to identify gulls pairs on city rooftops. The results are promising. Gulls are clearly visible, and remote images can be used to pinpoint sites to be verified later in the field. An artificial intelligence model was also trained to recognize gulls in aerial images, with good consistency compared to field data. This allows for automated detection and the collection of updated data over large areas and at different times. An integrated ecosystem management strategy, including indirect measures to reduce urban attractiveness and direct measures to limit undesirable effects of the species' presence, can improve coexistence with humans. Effective communication to inform, educate, and raise awareness, and continuous monitoring to collect up-to-date, scientifically robust data are fundamental. Wildlife is knocking at the doors of our cities, and learning to coexist with it is not only possible but necessary. Knowing their numbers, habits, and behavior allows us to find effective and sustainable solutions, as humans are not just part of the challenge, but also of the solution. Every choice we make can help to create a more harmonious balance between nature and our cities.